everybody, it's Gypsy, and today is January 2nd, 2025, and welcome to On the Edge of Appalachia. And since it's the beginning of January, guess what that means? I'm starting on the 2025 growing season right now. So I'm going to start with my peppers this month because peppers take so long to grow. It takes a lot of patience to grow peppers. Germination time isn't too bad. It's usually 7 to 21 days. Some take longer. The hotter the pepper, I think, the longer it takes to germinate. It is once you get to the point where you're waiting for blossoms and fruit. That seems to take forever, getting a blossom, then you get the blossoms, and once it starts fruiting, the peppers seem to take quite some time to mature. So you want to start your peppers early, so that's what we're going to do today. Because I don't have all my supplies yet, I'm only going to do 2 varieties of peppers. I'm going to do bell peppers and jalapenos. So stay tuned. Okay, so what I've done first is I had some of my seed starting mix left. I have a little bit more in here. I have to get more. And this is by Fairy Morse. It is organic. So I'm using what I have left in here for right now. I filled some cells with my seedling mix. And this one I put some water in, and I'm just waiting for that to soak in. So this one, this tray here, I'm going to put some water in here. And it's taking some time because the soil was so dry. It's not going in quite as quickly as I would like. So these seeds I saved from the 2024 growing season, okay? So these are my bell peppers. And then these are my jalapenos. Now, here's the problem with this. So this is another one of my experiments. It's going to be a surprise. I am new to seed saving, and I am just not good with preventing cross-pollination. So I don't know what the end result is going to be with these. I'll let you know in like August or September. So give me about 8-9 months. It should be interesting. Now I am ordering seeds too, so I know that I will have something that's pure. But here's a funny story. So I grew gourds this year. Now this past season in 24. In 2023, I had purchased some gourds from a local family farm up the road. And so at the end of the season, I thought I would save the seeds. And I did. And I grew them. They grew nice. They were good looking. But they just like, even after I harvested them, they, my dog might hit the camera stand and shake the camera. They just kept like changing colors. And they sort of resembled what I had bought last year, but they didn't. They were kind of off. I mean, they were the little pumpkin ones with the bumps on them. I forgot what those are called. But they just kept changing all these weird colors, and something about the shape looks a little different. So anyways, I had them at my booth, just in case anybody wanted to purchase some. And I did have a woman come and purchase like all of what I had. And there was another customer standing next to her, and he goes, "What kind of gourds are these?" And I was like, I started laughing. I said, "I don't know." I said, "I saved the seeds from some gourds I purchased last year." And he started laughing. He goes, "These got cross-pollinated." I said, "Yeah, but they were cute." So you never know what you're going to get. I have no idea what's going to happen with any of these seeds I saved. So I will also be purchasing packets from, like, I think I'm gonna try M.I. Gardner. I've never tried his seeds before. I'm gonna try him and a couple other places, and then my usual go-to, which is Seed Savers Exchange. So I'll be doing that. Anybody, what I need is to take a class on seed saving. I don't know if I have the patience for it, but yeah, it just seems a bit tedious. It seems odd for an artist to say, and somebody who sews and does needlework and stuff, but it's true. I don't know if I can handle that. But I might see if there is some class I could take. So let me see her. Oh, these guys. I think I'm gonna have to let them sit a bit. So I'm gonna put you guys on hold. Okay, so these have soaked in, and what I'm doing is I'm taking my little dowel here, and I'm just kind of like making a little hole for my seeds. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do, and I have to sit down today because I overdid it yesterday, my leg is killing me, so this makes it a little bit more awkward for me. But I'm going to place, I would say 2 to 3 seeds in each hole in the cell. I only do one. Oops, I'm having trouble getting these. My fingers are not working. So, oops. That's what I'm doing here. Let's see, that one's good. So, this tray here is my bell peppers, I think, or a version thereof. We'll see. Okay, so then I'm going to just very gently cover up my seeds. All right. So I'm going to continue on with the rest of these. Okay, so the reason I actually ended up doing anywhere from 2 to 4 seeds in each cell. The reason you do that is not all your seeds are going to germinate. It's just the way things are. So you want to put more seeds in than just the one. Also, if and when they do germinate, you are going to have some plants, some little seedlings that aren't as strong as another, and so those are the ones you're going to thin out, okay? So say all 3 germinate. Now I usually wait until my seedlings get their second set of leaves before I do this, maybe even a little further depending, maybe 4, I don't know, we'll see. That's when you want to thin them out. You want to pick your strongest plant, the strongest looking plant, and leave that and take out the others, okay? This will help ensure that you get, a better quality plant that's going to produce fruit, okay? So that's why we do this. Now, as you can see, I have my cells in these little trays, okay? So, what I'm going to do is I like this. I'm going to use this kind of like a terrarium, okay? After I'm done here, I'm going to close this up and to put it under my grow light. Now, it is very close from the lid to the top of the cell. So after they start to sprout, I'm going to take the lid off, but I am still going to leave the cells in the tray. And the reason for that is these are nightshades. Nightshades such as tomatoes and peppers really don't care to be watered from the top and get their leaves wet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be adding and watering at the bottom. So when I'm ready to take the lid off, I'll just leave this, and when they need water, pour a little bit in. Now, although I did, okay, that one's got plenty, moisten the soil in here, I want to add some to the trays because it's probably not thoroughly saturated all the way down, okay? So that's why I did that, and this would be soaking up water from the bottom. So what I'm going to do now is close up my little containers. Now this one will be a typical terrarium one. This one here, I think I got chicken or ribs in this, and it's got little venting holes. So I don't know how much of a difference it'll make in, the ecosystem in there. We'll see. So now what I also did was I labeled my containers, okay? So here I labeled bell peppers 1/2/25 for the date, and jalapenos 1/2/25 for the date. So also what I do is, I cannot recommend this enough, I keep a gardening journal, and I had one from last year. This is my new one for 2025. I am going to put under today's date which seeds I started today, okay? And I'll probably mark like the germination time. And then what I also do in my calendar, on my phone, I will put a note that I did plant these seeds, and then I will go to like the latest germination date for these, and I will say, okay, bell pepper germination, meaning they should be started or on their way at this point. So that helps me keep track of things. So the next step we're going to do is put them under the grow lights. Okay, so this is where I have my grow lights. On the top shelf, I have some herbs and some Paris Market carrots, which are a miniature carrot. Very good. So down here, I put my new plantings, my seedlings or seeds. Now, as you can see, right up here, I have a fairly decent distance here. I may have to raise this light. But down here, I have it very low over the seeds I just planted. Okay, now I learned this the hard way, everyone. You want to start your seedlings out with the light close, okay? And I think, because this light isn't going all the way across, I'm gonna add another light to this shelf. But what happens is, if, say, I put them up here with the light, like right here, and the light's way over there, they're going to try very hard when they germinate to reach the light. So all their energy is going to go up to reaching the light, and they're going to be very skinny and very spindly, like kind of, and they're going to be very, very weak. So they're not going to be a good plant. They'll probably die. What happens is they droop over into the soil and just wither away and die, no matter how good you're taking care of them. So I'm going to start my lights very low over my seedlings. So I think we've covered everything. So today was bell peppers and jalapeno, and it's January 2nd. We're getting an early start. I'm really excited. I cannot wait for spring. So, oh, and also, let me mention this. Now, you see I still have the plastic. When I bring this inside, I keep the plastic on. Because if you have ornery cats like I do, you're going to want to protect what you have growing over here. So I, keep the plastic on and close it so that my cats don't get into the soil. So I think I'm going to leave you with that. Blessed be, and make it a joyful one.